both of my head and my feet. Yeah.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Cleveland. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Browns at 10-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points. And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. On 4th down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll have it end zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 3-0 after one on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finds Komet on the quick slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. Touchdown! Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Watson looks to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, Akers running left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll run here with Akers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. On 1st down, Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are once again back in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 5. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 3. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. York able to send this one through, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A give, running right is Akers. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Corey Davis. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as they have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They give up the middle to Akers. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Chubb is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Nick Chubb with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
50 boxes, 50 boxes. 50 Eagles.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And some room to work. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 29-yard line.
74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
18 Cardinals. 50.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. About 3 yards there to the 27. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now, whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Browns drive about to get started.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Watson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Watson to throw. And this one's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this